Listen and read. Last January, I went to a cub Camporee. It was my first visit to a cub Camporee and it was my first time away from home. A Camporee is a gathering of cubs from different parts of Bangladesh. Cubs all over the world have their own Camporees. The cub Camporee took place in Srimongol. To get there, we first traveled from Dhaka to Sylhet. From Sylhet, we took a train to Srimongol. We arrived in the morning, so the weather was nice. We walked to our camp from the train station. There were 10 of us and 2 leaders. We were a big group, so we did not take any rickshaws. We walked together in our group. It wasn't very far. At the camp, we cleaned up the area, set up our tents and prepared our breakfast. After breakfast, we played games with cubs from other parts of Bangladesh. Then we had lunch. We cooked rice and chicken. In the afternoon and evening, we sang songs and recited poems. It was fun. At night, we slept in our tents. Answer the following questions.
1. What is a Camporee? 2. When did they arrive in Srimongol? 3. What did they cook for lunch? 4. What did they do in the afternoon and evening? A Camporee is a gathering of cubs from different parts of Bangladesh. They arrived in Srimongol in the morning. They cooked rice and chicken for lunch. In the afternoon and evening, they sang songs and recited poems.
Answer the following questions. Listen and read. Last January, The cub Camporee took place in Srimongol. To get there, we first traveled from Dhaka to Sylhet. From Sylhet, we took a train to Srimongol. We arrived in the morning, so the weather was nice. We walked to our camp from the train station. There were 10 of us and 2 leaders. We were a big group, so we did not take any rickshaws. We walked together in our group. It wasn't very far. At the camp, listen and read. The next day after the Camporee, we went to Lohachara National Park. It was very interesting. We took a walk beside a small stream in the forest. Our leaders told us to be very quiet because the animals are frightened by noise. We walked quietly up a small hill, and suddenly we heard something in the trees above our heads. We looked up and saw a gibbon. It was moving quickly through the trees. After our visit to Lohachara National Park, we went to Nilkantho Tea Cabin. This is a famous place to drink tea in Srimongol. The Nilkantho Tea Cabin sells a glass of tea of 7 colors and different flavors. It was amazing. I will never forget my visit to Lohachara National Park. It was a great day. Read the story again and say whether the information is true or false. If false, give the correct answer.
1. The cubs took a walk beside a small river in the forest. The cubs took a walk beside a small stream in the forest. 2. The animals are frightened by noise. 3. Nilkantha tea cabin sells tea of one color only. Nilkantha tea cabin sells a glass of tea of 7 colors.
The cubs saw a gibbon moving quickly through the trees. Read the story again. Read the story again. Choose the best answer.
1. The trip was planned as part of their Srimangol. 2. The cubs went from Sylhet to Srimangol by train. 3. At the Camporee, the cubs first cleaned up the area. 4. In Loachara National Park, the cubs saw a gibbon above their heads in a tree. 5. The Nilkantha tea cabin had glasses of tea with 7 colors and different flavors.
Read the story again. Arrange their activities in the correct order from 1 to 5. Read the story again. Think about a great day you had. Answer the questions in your text exercise book.
1. Where did you go? 2. When did you go there? 3. Who did you go with? 4. How did you get there? 5. What did you do there? 6. What did you see? 7. Did you eat or drink something there? If so, what? Name of the place. Name of the place. Bus, train, etc. After the exams, winter vacation, summer vacation, etc. Visit monuments, famous or historical places, etc. Parents, friends, etc. Beach, forest, mountain, or whatever the speciality of that place. Sweets, juice, etc.
Pair work. Ask and answer the questions from Activity C.
Where did you go?
I went to Shonarga.
When did you go there?
I went there last year.
Who did you go with?
I went there with my family.
How did you get there?
We took a bus.
What did you do there?
I visited some historical places.
Did you eat or drink something there? If so, what?
No, we took our own food and had a picnic.
Write a short composition in your exercise book about a great day you had. Use the information from Activity C. Now write your own story.